So, Frank, can you recall like what you have in your memory? Like, what you remember
Oh,
from that day?
yeah, okay. Well, so I think it was like two, 2005 probably. It was me and Bill and Bobby, and we were at the playground, and we were like teenagers back then. We were trying to be cool, so we were walking on the sidewalk, and we saw this old lady, and we were just trying to joke. So we were like, "Hey, old lady, you're so old," and she didn't she didn't like that.
Yeah, that's
So
that was actually pretty funny though, man. Yeah.
yeah, it was a good joke, but yeah, see, so she really didn't like that, and she pulled out a gun, and it was like we were shocked, and we were like, whoa, but Bill was always like the cool guy who was trying to show off, so he was like,
Mm.
oh yeah,
Mm.
that's probably a fake gun, and then then she shot him in the face, and he just fell down, and I remember all I heard was like boom, and then he was on the ground, and he was bleeding, and there was blood everywhere, and the old lady was laughing, and I remember that he was still alive, and he said, Frank, I love you, and I never knew that he was homosexual, but right then, right there, I felt like there was a very connective moment between us two.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, let me just...
Yeah, that's fine. You can take a glass of
I
water.
gotta have a glass
We
of
can,
water.
We'll take a 30-second break and we'll get back to it.
Anyways, yeah, so the lady, she was still there, and she was laughing, and I was so filled with anger of what she did. Like, she shot him in the face right in front of me, and like out on the street, and there was no one else there except for us, and she was laughing, and I was like, punched her in the face. She fell down, then I punched her in the face again, and punched her in the face, because I hated that old woman and what she did, and she died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you remember Billy, the guy who died, Bill, yeah. He was laying on the ground, and he was still alive, and he told me his last wish, that he always wanted to be reincarnated as a slinky, because when he was little, he always used to play with them. Yeah, he had so fun. I was there also with the slinkies. He had big collection. He had blue slinkies, orange slinkies, gray slinkies, all colors. And so I remember the last few moments of his life was in the hospital car, ambulance, driving to the hospital, and he was talking. He was actually happy, because he knew I was going to fulfill his wish of becoming a slinky. So he died right there in the ambulance, and I was with him all the moments. I was holding him in the hand, and I even gave him a little kiss. But yeah, so we came to the hospital, and I told the doctor about his wish, and he was like, oh yeah, we got a lot of those requests these days. A lot of people wanted to become slinkies, so I think we could do that. It would cost about $50. And I was like, okay, that's a lot of money, but it was his last wish, so we went to the slinky guy who was going to make him a slinky. And the slinky man was like, okay, I got lots of colors. You want a green one, one red one. And he told me in the ambulance he wanted a rainbow slinky. So
this is Bob or Bill, or what is it?
This is Billy, actually.
Billy,
They took him into the compression chamber.
Yeah.
And they were like, it was a big process, and I remember I could almost like hear him in the thing, even though I knew he was dead. It was like screaming, because he was like so excited to become a slinky. So he's like, no, let me out. I think he wanted to like leave his body and become slinky. So we did it, and
can
this
I
is
hold him?
you can hold him, but be careful.
Yeah, sure.
He's very.
Wow, it's very like heavy. So is
this is all of his body.
Is all of his body in like one part?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Can you tell me a bit of...
No, actually not one part, because he wanted like 2 slinkies, and so we made it like a little baby slinky as well.
Yeah,
but
like one for his mom.
It's at home. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me some more about the operation, like the transformation from like human to slinky? Like how does one even do that?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how he did it, but like they compressed his body, and then they had the scissor and they were cutting, and they were forming him into these circles and putting them together. And then they had like a professional graffiti artist, and he was spray painting it and getting all the colors done. And then when he was done, I remember me and I was there with, his whole family, his mom, his dad. Actually, the grandma was there also, the old lady. But
the one that he punched?
The one that I punched.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, but I punched her again just to make sure she knew what she did.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
Fair enough.
So this is him right here, and I remember the first thing I did after I turned him into Slinky was I went to we had the court hearing for the old lady. She killed him, and we had to there was and she was accused of killing him and all that. And so we were sitting in the courtroom, and I remember there's this old guy who was the judge, and he was like, silence. He was hammering with his hammer. And I felt at that moment at peace, because I knew that Bill had become a Slinky, and that was his wish. So I was really happy for him. And they were asking a lot of questions, like, okay, so do you remember why she shot him? Because the old lady was dead too, because I punched her in the face. But they were asking a lot of questions about it, because I was the only one alive, and maybe since I killed the lady, they were mad. But I was explaining that she killed him first, and they let me go with a simple fine around $10. And I remember walking out of the courtroom, and I saw this lady, old lady. It was not.
Sorry to interrupt you. We're coming up on 8 minutes, just so you know how long. And we have a maximum of 10 minutes per person. So.
Sorry. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to upgrade to the pro version and pay $1,200 instead of $500. Just so you know. So continue going.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up right here. It was this old lady, and she looked kind of like the last one. She wasn't the same lady, but she looked like her. And I remember I had this urge to punish her, but then I realized that that's not what Slinky would have wanted. That's not what Bill would have wanted. So I left the scene, and I didn't punch her. And he's a Slinky right now. I play with him sometimes. Because that's what he wanted.
One last question. This is one from the live audience, actually. They voted on 3 different questions. Is it possible for Bill to engage in sexual intercourse by any means, or any kinds of sexual intercourse?
Actually, he still has his feelings. He can still feel. He just can't talk. So, I feel like sometimes he's like, I'm sitting and then all of a sudden, and that means he wants to have sex.
Okay,
But
we're coming up on 20 seconds left.
Okay, well then maybe we should wrap it up here. I feel like I'm done with my story. You are going to include this in the episode, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
Okay,
well, this has been real good. I'm gonna leave.
Thank you for
See you.
See you. Bye.